Olympia Boxing Center in Falls Church was a beacon of strength, discipline, and sportsmanship, greatly missed since its closure. Under the passionate stewardship of its late owner, who dedicated his life to the sport and its community until his peaceful passing from old age, the gym nurtured a welcoming and empowering environment for all who walked through its doors. It wasn't just a gym, it was a home where fighters turned into family and dreams were forged into reality. In the boxing ring, Olympia Boxing Center boasted an impressive roster of fighters who not only made their mark locally, but also shone on larger stages. Mike Baker, known for his technical prowess and strategic fighting style, was a testament to the gym's commitment to excellence. He demonstrated time and again that intelligence and precision win fights. Tony Ojo, with his relentless work ethic and powerful punches, embodied the spirit of determination that the gym instilled in all its members. Scott Farmer, the Manassas Mauler, brought a fearless heart and an unmatched tenacity to every match, captivating audiences with his resilience and strength. Willie the Heat Taylor, with his fiery passion and explosive power, showcased the heat of competition and the warmth of camaraderie that defined Olympia Boxing Center. In the realm of kickboxing, Jeff Smith stood out as a luminary. His exceptional skill set, dedication, and sportsmanship elevated the sport and inspired both peers and proteges. Smith's achievements in kickboxing were not just personal victories, but also victories for the entire Olympia family, highlighting the gym's versatile training programs and its commitment to fostering talent across different combat sports disciplines. While specific details about other kickboxers from Olympia Boxing Center might not be as widely documented, the legacy of fighters like Jeff Smith indicates the depth of talent that the gym nurtured. These athletes, through their hard work, discipline, and achievements, have left an indelible mark on the kickboxing and boxing communities, both locally and internationally. The closing of Olympia Boxing Center marks the end of an era in Falls Church's sporting community. However, the legacy of its fighters and the positive impact it had on its members' lives will continue to inspire and influence the world of combat sports for generations to come. The gym may have retired, but the stories of its champions and the spirit they carried into every fight will never be forgotten. Mastering the basics of boxing is essential for anyone looking to excel in the sport, whether for fitness, self-defense, or competitive purposes. The foundation of good boxing includes footwork, punches like the jab, triple jab, left hook, and right uppercut, as well as defensive techniques such as keeping the dominant hand near the chin for blocks and parries, and incorporating effective head movement. Let's break down these components for a better understanding of their importance and execution. Footwork. Footwork is the cornerstone of boxing. It allows a boxer to maintain balance, move in and out of range effectively, and position themselves to deliver strikes while minimizing the risk of being hit. Good footwork enables smooth lateral movements, quick advancements, and strategic retreats. Practicing drills that improve agility, balance, and the ability to change direction swiftly is crucial. Remember, feet get you into position to use your fists. They're your foundation for both offense and defense. The jab. The jab is the most fundamental punch in boxing, serving as both an offensive and defensive tool. It can be used to gauge distance, set up combinations, disrupt an opponent's rhythm, and create openings. To execute a jab, start in a proper stance with your lead foot forward. Quickly extend your lead hand straight forward, rotating your fist so the palm faces down at the point of impact. Snap your hand back immediately to guard your face. The double and triple jab. The double and triple jabs build on the basic jab's foundation, adding rhythm and unpredictability to your attacks. These are executed by quickly throwing two or three jabs in succession, which can help to break through an opponent's guard or set up more powerful punches. The key is to maintain balance and not overextend, ensuring each jab is sharp and retracts fully before the next is launched. The left hook. The left hook is a powerful punch that can be delivered to the head or body. It's particularly effective in close range. To throw a left hook, pivot your front foot and rotate your body to generate power. Swing your lead arm in a horizontal arc towards the target. Keep your elbow bent and aligned with your fist at the point of impact. Quickly bring your hand back to your guard position. The right uppercut. The right uppercut is a devastating punch thrown from a lower to an upper trajectory, ideal for penetrating an opponent's guard. To execute a right uppercut, drop your rear hand slightly and bend your knees to lower your body. Pivot your rear foot and rotate your hips to generate upward force. Drive your rear hand up towards the target, keeping your elbow in. Return to your guard position swiftly after the punch. Defense, dominant hand, and head movement. Keeping your dominant hand near your chin for most of the time serves as a primary defense mechanism. It allows you to block and parry incoming punches effectively. This position also enables quick counterattacks. Head movement, including slips, rolls, and bobs, is paramount in making yourself a harder target to hit. A moving target is much more difficult for your opponent to predict and land clean shots on. Importance of footwork over handwork. While punches score points and can lead to knockouts, footwork is what positions a boxer to land these punches without being hit themselves. Good footwork allows a boxer to control the distance, angle, and timing of the engagement, which is crucial for both offensive strategies and defensive maneuvers. A boxer who masters footwork can dictate the pace of the fight, effectively manage the ring, and leverage their handwork optimally. In summary, a comprehensive approach to boxing basics requires diligent practice of footwork and punch techniques, alongside a strong focus on defensive strategies through proper guard positioning and head movement. Mastery of these elements forms the bedrock upon which all advanced boxing skills are built. The art of boxing isn't just about the ability to throw punches, it's equally about the skill to avoid them. Head movement is a critical component of a boxer's defense, enabling them to dodge blows as they move closer to an opponent, thereby minimizing damage and creating opportunities for counterattacks. The technique of whipping the head to soften the impact of a blow, essentially using quick, slight movements to redirect or reduce the force of an incoming punch, can be a game changer in the heat of a bout. This tactic requires acute awareness and reflexes, as the boxer must anticipate the direction of the punch and move their head accordingly, either to the side or by pulling back to lessen its effect. Combining head movement with footwork enhances a boxer's defensive capabilities and offensive positioning. By moving the head to evade punches while simultaneously using footwork to close the distance or pivot away, a boxer can effectively split their opponent's focus and attacks. This strategy involves using footwork to pivot to the side of an attack, thereby negating its force and simultaneously positioning oneself for a powerful counter. This tactic not only avoids damage, but also places the boxer at an advantageous angle, where the opponent is vulnerable and less prepared to defend against a swift counterstrike. The concept of splitting the fighter or using angles effectively is paramount in boxing. It's about creating and exploiting openings. By pivoting or stepping to the side as an opponent attacks, a boxer can make the opponent's momentum work against them, opening up opportunities for counterpunches from angles that are difficult for the opponent to defend against. Physical conditioning in boxing focuses on developing long, lean muscles capable of absorbing impacts and delivering powerful punches. Training typically involves using small weights with high repetitions to enhance muscle endurance without excessively bulking up. This approach helps maintain speed and flexibility, which are essential for effective punching and evasive movements. Running plays a crucial role in a boxer's conditioning regimen, serving not just to get in shape, but to build exceptional cardiovascular endurance. Boxing matches demand high-intensity effort in bursts, akin to sprinting with your fists. To train the heart and improve endurance, a regimen of running a mile or two, incorporating intervals of sprinting for 10-30 seconds followed by jogging for 30 seconds to a minute for recovery, is highly effective. This type of interval training mimics the high-intensity rounds of boxing, improving a boxer's ability to sustain effort and recover quickly between rounds. In summary, mastering head movement and footwork to avoid punches and create offensive opportunities, combined with a focused physical conditioning program that builds endurance and muscular resilience, is crucial for any boxer aiming to excel in the sport. These elements work together to form a comprehensive approach that allows a boxer to navigate the challenges of a fight effectively, showcasing not just physical strength but strategic prowess as well. The sayings, fatigue makes cowards out of champions, and have you ever been punched in the face by someone who trained 10 months just to punch you in the face, encapsulate profound truths about the sport of boxing and the mental and physical demands placed on its practitioners. These phrases underline the importance of preparation, resilience, and the psychological warfare inherent in the sport, weaving together the concepts of conditioning, strategy, and mental toughness. Fatigue makes cowards out of champions. This saying highlights the crucial role of conditioning in boxing. No matter how skilled or talented a boxer might be, if they haven't adequately prepared their body and mind to withstand the rigors of a fight, their performance will suffer. Fatigue can erode a fighter's will, dull their reflexes, and transform even the most formidable champions into vulnerable opponents. It speaks to the reality that physical exhaustion can lead to mental defeat, making a fighter hesitant, less aggressive, and more likely to succumb to an opponent's attacks. The importance of conditioning through rigorous training routines, including high repetition weight training, running, and strategic exercises, cannot be overstated. These routines build the stamina and endurance necessary to maintain high levels of performance throughout every round of a fight. Without this foundation, a boxer's technique, power, and defensive capabilities drastically diminish as fatigue sets in, leaving them exposed to being outboxed or knocked out. Have you ever been punched in the face by someone who trained 10 months just to punch you in the face? This saying underscores the dedication and singular focus required in boxing. It's a reminder of the intense preparation fighters undergo, not just physically but mentally, gearing every aspect of their training towards besting their opponent. This preparation involves mastering techniques, strategizing based on the opponent's strengths and weaknesses, and conditioning the body to deliver and absorb punches. The phrase also highlights the psychological aspect of boxing. Stepping into the ring knowing your opponent has spent months preparing just to defeat you requires immense mental fortitude. It's a test of wills, where confidence, focus, and the ability to stay mentally composed under pressure are just as critical as physical preparedness. Tying it all together, boxing is as much a mental game as it is a physical one. The sayings about fatigue making cowards out of champions and the intense focus on preparing to face an opponent encapsulate the essence of the sport. Success in boxing requires a holistic approach that includes physical conditioning to combat fatigue, strategic training to exploit an opponent's weaknesses, and psychological resilience to withstand the pressures of combat. The sport demands a commitment to rigorous training, a strategic mindset to outmaneuver opponents, and an indomitable spirit to face the challenges within the ring. Boxers must prepare themselves for the physical demands of fighting, the strategic chess match of combat, and the mental battle against doubt and fear. In this crucible, champions are forged, defined not only by their ability to land punches, but by their capacity to endure, adapt, and overcome the multifaceted challenges that boxing presents. Miyamoto Musashi, a legendary Japanese swordsman and author of The Book of Five Rings, found enlightenment through the way of the sword, which transcends mere physical combat to encompass life philosophy, strategy, and mental discipline. The principles he developed, while rooted in the context of sword fighting, have universal applications, including in the modern business world. Similarly, the disciplines and strategies honed in boxing can also be applied to business practices, offering insights into leadership, strategy, resilience, and personal development. Strategy and adaptability. Both boxing and sword fighting require a deep understanding of strategy and adaptability. Fighters must constantly read their opponents, anticipate moves, and adapt their strategies in real time. This mirrors the business environment, where companies must navigate competitive landscapes, anticipate market trends, and adapt to changing circumstances. Understanding the importance of flexibility and the ability to pivot strategies based on new information is crucial for success. Discipline and preparation. The rigorous discipline and preparation inherent in boxing and sword fighting emphasize the value of hard work, dedication, and continuous improvement. In business, success often comes from meticulous planning, relentless preparation, and the continuous honing of skills. Musashi's concept of perfection of character speaks to the ongoing effort to improve oneself, not just technically, but also morally and ethically, resonating with the idea of personal development and integrity in the business world. Mental fortitude and focus. The mental aspects of boxing and sword fighting, including focus, resilience, and the ability to maintain composure under pressure, are directly applicable to business leadership. Overcoming adversity, staying calm in crisis situations, and maintaining focus on long-term goals despite short-term setbacks are qualities that define successful leaders. Musashi's emphasis on the way as a path of continuous learning and self-discipline mirrors the journey of personal and professional growth in business. Understanding and leveraging strengths. Just as fighters must understand their strengths and weaknesses to develop effective combat strategies, businesses must conduct honest assessments of their capabilities and resources. This self-awareness allows for the strategic allocation of resources, the development of competitive advantages, and the identification of areas for improvement. The importance of timing. In both combat and business, timing can be everything. Just as a well-timed strike can turn the tide of a battle, the right business decision at the opportune moment can capture market share, redefine a competitive landscape, or lead to significant financial gains. Understanding the rhythm of your environment and knowing when to act are critical skills derived from the disciplines of boxing and sword fighting. Conclusion. The enlightenment Musashi found through sword fighting and the principles of boxing extend far beyond the physical realms in which they were developed. These disciplines offer a framework for personal and professional development, emphasizing strategy, discipline, mental fortitude, and the continuous pursuit of excellence. Applying these principles to the business world can lead to significant success by fostering a culture of resilience, adaptability, and strategic foresight. In essence, the way of the sword and the ring encapsulate a philosophy of life that champions the virtues of preparedness, strategic acumen, and the indomitable spirit to persevere and thrive in the face of challenges.